exercise today. By the way, we missed an opportunity to stand up for the gospel lesson. So, can I invite those of you who would not mind doing some physical exercise to stand? Well, if you'd rather stay put, that is perfectly fine, okay? And please feel free to remain seated and do the exercise mentally. But thank you so much, those of you who are standing. And, even if you are standing, you please feel free to stop the exercise at any moment. But if you are able, I would really appreciate your sticking with me. All right? Are you ready?
We're ready.
Now I invite you to lean over at 45 degrees. 45 degrees. The right angle is 90 degrees, so lean forward at a half of the right angle. Good job. I don't think, Mary, you are only at 30 degrees. 45 degrees, people. Good job. Now I invite you to maintain your posture throughout this exercise, okay? Yes, keep the posture. And try to look up. Can you see our magnificent wood ceiling? Can you see the lighting fixtures? No. Can you see the microphones dangling above the choir section?
No.
Now look around. Look at the windows and trees looking in from the outside, to your right, to your left, and also in front of you. Can you see the leaves reflecting the light? Now look at me. Can you see my face as I talk?
Sort of.
Can you look into my eyes? How about your neighbors? Take a look into their eyes. What do you think they are thinking or feeling? Do you think they are suffering as much as you do? Talking about suffering, I invite you to feel your body. Any strain in your back?
Yeah.
How about your neck or shoulders?
All that.
What would you say if I asked you to stay in that posture throughout the worship service? Any volunteer? None of you? Then how about just through the sermon? And I promise I won't be long. All right, you can now all straighten up and make yourselves comfortable. Thank you so much for doing the exercise. Stooping. You could not see your surroundings easily, could you? Stooping, you could not easily look upward nor around, and you could not easily look into the faces of those around you either. Your bend limits your vision. Your bend shortens your perspective. You cannot be eye to eye with anyone. You cannot be on par with those around you, right? Unless you cheated. How many seconds or minutes do you think you are in that position today? Actually, I timed it.
Felt like an hour.
No more than 2 minutes. And in our gospel lesson today, we hear a story of a woman whose back had been bent for over, how long?
18 years.
18 years. For 18 see what others could see with just a glance. For 18 years, the woman had to strain to see the sun and the sky, the stars, the trees, and the path before her. For 18 years, the only thing that the woman could see without twisting and straining was the dust and dirt underneath her feet. I don't know the exact nature of her medical ailment. Maybe bad arthritis or scoliosis. But whatever the condition, it is not hard to imagine that the suffering was severe and extensive and not limited to just to her physical condition. If I had suffered like her for 18 long years, I can easily imagine myself crippled, not only in my body, but also in my mind and in my soul. And I'm not sure whether I would be at church in the presence of those who would look at me in pity or mockery. And yet, on that Sabbath day, she was there, in that synagogue, where Jesus was teaching. Nobody noticed her, and she did not make her presence known either. No one petitioned Jesus on her behalf, and she did not ask for healing either. I guess that over the years, they all grew accustomed to the way it was. She was there, in the back corner of the synagogue, stooped as usual, and ignored as usual. And Jesus saw her. He called her over and said, "Woman, you are set free from your ailment." Then he laid his hands on her, and immediately she stood straight and tall and gave glory to God. Well, don't you feel like standing up along with the woman? Singing and dancing, shouting hallelujahs? Jesus healed her when no one, including the woman herself, did not dare to do anything about it. This is an act of pure grace and radical love, is it not?
Amen.
And yet, you heard the story from Jim. The leader of synagogue was indignant. He kept saying to the congregation, "There are 6 days on which work ought to be done. Come on those days and be cured, and not on the Sabbath day." How ridiculous is this? How absurd. Instead of singing and dancing in joy and gratitude, this leader is upset because Jesus worked. Because Jesus performed this wonderful and amazing healing on the day of Sabbath, thus breaking the rule. How many of you are with me and feel that this is ridiculous?
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, right? Even children know that they better go out and put out the fire instead of coming to church. But let me take a moment here and play the so-called devil's advocate. What if the synagogue leader probably a genuinely religious person like many of us today who tries so hard to be faithful by paying close attention to the rules and sticking with them. You know, in any time and in any place, those in leadership positions are supposed to care about the rules, are they not? Cheryl says yes. They cannot allow too many exceptions for too many people. And you all know the 10 Commandments. You all know the divine mandate to keep the Sabbath holy. Maybe the synagogue leader is not a mean-spirited person, but an obedient Jew struggling with what it means to be faithful. He wants to keep the Sabbath holy, and he just does not agree with Jesus what it means to keep Sabbath holy. His understanding of obedient faithfulness is in tension with Jesus's. For Jesus, the time of healing is not tomorrow. For Jesus, it is right now, no matter what day of the week. For Jesus, Sabbath is the perfect time for healing and restoration, the perfect time for raising up those who are weighed down and bent over, the perfect time for setting free those that are down-pressed. For Jesus, Sabbath is not just a day when we don't go to school or to work, but a day of promise and hope. Yes, my friends, at the heart of our life of faith is Sabbath, and at the heart of Sabbath reside promise and hope, healing and restoration. At the end of the story, we hear that the entire crowd rejoiced at all the wonderful things that Jesus did, while his opponents, that is, the Pharisees or the synagogue leaders, were left red-faced. Here, I realized that the woman was not the only person crippled in the story. Yes, she enters the story crippled, but she walks out of the story up straight, right? And yet, the synagogue leaders remain crippled throughout the story. They are crippled by their own understanding of what a Sabbath keeping should look like. They are entrapped in their posture of rigid and unimaginative religiosity. Their vision is limited. Their perspective is shortened. They twist. They strain. They work hard to do what they think is right. But they do not see. They do not see the sun and stars. They do not see what lies deep inside at the heart of the matter. They enter the story crippled, and they walk out of the story crippled. Let me ask you a question here. Where do you find yourselves in the story? Maybe you feel the pain and strain of some crippling conditions in your lives. Maybe you came to church this morning, weighed down and bent over, whatever the reason may be. Maybe you you are like the leader of the synagogue. You work hard. You work hard to keep the commandments as you were taught. And yet, you realize that the world is changing. And that the church you are working so hard to protect does not exist anymore. So, you struggle, wondering what obedient faithfulness means to you here and now. Maybe you are among the crowd, gathered in that synagogue on that day. You came to church as you usually do, not expecting anything different, not paying too much attention to the woman in the back corner whose back had been bent over for 18 years. Wherever you find yourselves in the story, there is one thing that I feel compelled to share with you today. It was in late August, 1619. 400 years ago, almost date to date, a ship arrived in what is now Virginia, bearing human cargo. After having been kidnapped from the villages in what is present-day Angola, forced into a Portuguese slave ship bound for what Europeans call the New World, and stolen from that ship by English pirates in a confrontation off the coast of Mexico. 20 and odd Africans were brought here to live lives in chains. It was in late August, 1619. 400 years later, the legacy of slavery is still with us today, from racial wealth gap to arrest and sentencing disparities, from discrimination in housing and job searches to daily comments from neighbors. African Americans face systemic and personal obstacles people of European descent do not face. Can you imagine? 2 minutes of symbolic experience for some of us today, 18 years for the woman in the Bible, and 400 years for African Americans in this country. Let's face it, racism is crippling every aspect of American life, diminishing and distorting and destroying the image of God in every human being. In our lesson, the woman enters the scene crippled, but walks out of it up straight. In whatever condition we walked into the story and into his sanctuary, we do not have to walk out of it in the same condition, do we? We do not want to remain in the same crippling condition, do we? Hear the good news, friends. Whoever we are and wherever we find ourselves in the story, Jesus comes to us with the same gift of healing and with the same gift of freedom. Let us stand straight and tall as Jesus sets us free. Let us go out into the world bearing the same healing love with us. Yes, my friends, at the heart of our life of faith is God's healing and reconciliation. At the tall. God's radical grace stands ready to make us the free and joyful and healing people we are created to be. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.